Hi everyone, I'm Pooja Kant Alfred. I'm a counseling psychologist and a certified EFT practitioner. Today I'm going to be speaking about social anxiety. So, first of all, let's understand what anxiety is. Anxiety is an emotion, it's a feeling that's characterized by tension, worrisome thoughts, and physical changes such as increased blood pressure, sinking feeling in the stomach, increased heart rate. These are some of the physical sensations that you will experience when you feel anxious. Now, what is social anxiety? Social anxiety is a very crippling form of anxiety where people experience anxiety in the presence of other people. There's a marked fear of performance, excessive fear of scrutiny, and fear of acting in a way that can be embarrassing. There is a persistent fear of social or performance situations. There is anticipatory anxiety about an upcoming or imagined social situation or interaction with people. And the person also recognizes that the fear is very unreasonable and excessive. There is intense fear and nervousness, fear of doing something that can be embarrassing, and it can also be followed by anxiety attacks. Now, these are some of the symptoms that people experience in their body when they're anxious. So, basically, anxiety manifests in the body, and these symptoms can be heaviness in chest, sinking feeling in the stomach, palpitations, sweating, tremors, shivering, nausea. There can be dizziness as well, excessive blushing. So, when it comes to social anxiety, we need to understand that not everyone who suffers from social anxiety will get anxious in all kinds of social situations. Actually, it differs from person to person. So, here are some situations that can make people anxious. So, a person can get anxious while meeting only new people, while they're very comfortable with people that they know. There can be nervousness in meeting new people in a social setting while being comfortable with meeting them at their own homes. There can be anxiety in the presence of more than one person, so anxiety in groups basically. Anxiety in going to crowded places like supermarkets, movie halls, any place that's crowded, there are many people there, or even using public transportation like buses and local trains. And there's also excessive anxiety while doing any task or activity in front of other people, for example, using the ATM or buying groceries, eating in restaurants. These can all cause anxiety. Now, what does a socially anxious person feel? A person who feels this kind of anxiety has fear of being judged or evaluated by others. They are hypersensitive to criticism. They have low self esteem. They frequently compare themselves to others and they find that they are lacking, that they are not as good enough as others. There is a lot of negative self talk and self blame, self criticism, and especially a lot of self criticism after episodes of anxiety. So, whenever somebody experiences anxiety in a social situation and when they come back and they think about it, they blame themselves for that, and that also increases the anxiety. There is a lot of self consciousness in front of others, anticipatory fear of events, social situations. Negative remarks and feedback by others also affects them a lot. There's difficulty in performing in front of others. There are strong beliefs about the world and the people being unsafe. There can also be some speech related issues like difficulty in speaking and expressing, stuttering, swallowing words while talking, incoherent speech because of nervousness. It's important to note that people who have social anxiety, they can speak very coherently when they are alone or with someone they are comfortable with. But when they are in the presence of others where they feel anxiety, they may have these speech related issues as well. Now we'll look at the probable causes of social anxiety, and this is based on actual cases. We need to understand that we are not born with anxiety issues. This kind of anxiety develops due to certain incidents. For example, having an embarrassing incident which can lead people to avoid those kind of situations. Also, going back to childhood, if children have been ridiculed and shamed by their parents, caregivers, teachers, or peers, then that can also make them anxious There can be traumatic early childhood incidents like emotional or sexual abuse and neglect. There can be feelings of abandonment if the child has been abandoned by his parents. Abandonment could be because of divorce, death of a parent, negligence. While working with clients, I've also seen that anxiety can develop after very stressful life incidents like divorce, breakup of a relationship, loss of a job, fear of failure, having failed in an examination, and lots of other similar kinds of incidents. Now, what are the treatment options? How can a person heal from this crippling social anxiety? Some of the treatment options are cognitive behavior therapy is one of them, where we look at the thought, feelings, and behavior link, and we try and find out what are the kinds of thoughts that are maladaptive and that can be changed so that the person does not feel that anxious and also learns not to avoid social situations. Then we have progressive relaxation techniques, which basically involves relaxing each and every part of your body. There are breathing techniques involved in this. Then there is emotional freedom techniques, which is an excellent mind body tool to heal from emotional and physical issues. Then there are some body based techniques, such as somatic experiencing by Peter Levine and energy psychology tools. If you have any questions about this presentation, please feel free to comment and ask your questions in the counseling forum. You can register at the link given here. I hope you found this presentation informative. Have a nice day.